A very strong and severe storm will be making its way into the Great Plains this weekend and moving out east. With it, we are still expecting to see a lot of cold air and precipitation in the west. And there is a lot of tornado potential with this severe weather outbreak this weekend, so we're going to look at some of the soundings. All right, let's get into the latest updates. To start off, tomorrow morning, we can see our trough beginning to dig down through the Pacific Northwest down to the southwestern region, where we are expecting a significant low pressure to form. This is expected over the next few days to bring a lot of rainfall for low elevations, really for everyone across the west. And as I explained in my last video, at higher elevations, multiple feet of snow is possible even as far south as Southern California, Arizona, and New Mexico. I would also expect to see temperatures anywhere from 15 to 25 degrees below average out west. The coldest air is expected to stick around out west between Thursday and Saturday. Now ahead of this system is heat, and with heat comes energy. As this storm system makes its way into the Central Plains on Friday, it is expected to negatively tilt. This will intensify the system and help to pull a lot of warm air and moisture off the Gulf. With this, you can see our dew points beginning to push up. This is just saturating the air, promoting even more instability. Because of this, the Storm Prediction Center has already put out risks for day 4, 5, and 6. You can see a large slight risk pushing as far north as potentially Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Chicago, Illinois, and as far south as central Louisiana. This will be on Friday moving into Saturday. You can also notice our enhanced risk through this region. Again, I do expect this to shift a little bit more, and we may even see a moderate added to day 4 or potentially day 5. We'll have to wait a little bit longer. As we get into day 5, the severe weather risk will begin to push its way out south and east. And I said I expected this in my last video. Well, here it is. We have a slight risk for the eastern seaboard of the US, pushing from portions of the Florida Panhandle all the way up to almost New York City. And again, this risk zone could expand or potentially intensify as we get closer. One interesting trend I've noticed with this event is multiple low pressure systems wanting to form after the first storm system moves through. Here's our first low moving through the Great Plains and out up towards the Midwest. Then we can see a second outbreak down here in the southeast. And behind that, we have another frontal boundary and low pressure system wanting to form off near the coast. This is why we could see multiple shots of severe weather. And if you're living, like I said in the last video, anywhere from really the central US all the way out east, you should really have a way to get severe weather alerts this weekend. Just to show you guys real quick, this is a sounding from Jackson, Mississippi on Saturday. Now this is forecast, so this could change, but we have some high SRH values near the surface at around 290. This is storm relative helicity. This shows us how much rotation is available down there at the surface. With that, we also have some high shear at the surface and a decent amount of cape to provide some lift and buoyancy for these severe thunderstorms. That is why we have our SIGTOR param at around 3.0. This is just telling us EF2 plus tornadoes are possible in this region, and potentially even long track significant tornadoes. It's best to take this seriously, have a plan, and be prepared. Lastly, I did want to add, starting tomorrow and moving into Thursday, we could have a sneaky severe weather threat through portions of the south central region, where you can see a slight to marginal risk for severe thunderstorms and possibly even some tornadoes. So this is another time frame where you want to be able to get some watches and warnings. I appreciate you watching this video. If you like this type of content, feel free to throw me a follow or sub. I make posts like this every single day and I stream every single night. I'll see you in the next video.